This is shocking, Raider Nation. After such a fiery start to the season, the Las Vegas Raiders have been hit with news that has fans across the country buzzing. A powerful revelation has surfaced, and one of the team's veterans has spoken out in a way that could reshape the narrative moving forward. I've got the details right here, details you won't find on major outlets yet. But before we dive into the latest update, make sure you subscribe to the channel, hit that like button, and don't forget to press the bell icon so you never miss breaking Raiders news. Now let's get into it. In 2025, the season looked promising at first. But then came the unexpected loss to the Chargers, a defeat that exposed cracks in the team's offensive line. The same unit that dominated in the opener suddenly faltered in a crucial divisional matchup. Veteran lineman DJ Glaze didn't hold back after the game, calling for patience and consistency in their blocking schemes. His message was clear: the mistakes against the Chargers cannot be repeated, especially with Washington's defense looking stronger each week. This wasn't about one player, it was about a line still searching for identity and stability. The Raiders have shown flashes of brilliance this season, but flashes aren't enough in the NFL. Their drives often begin with rhythm and energy, only to stall when it matters most. The red zone, in particular, has become their biggest weakness. Opportunities are there, but finishing the job remains a problem. Inconsistency has been their Achilles heel, and with time running short, every mistake becomes more costly, especially when the next challenge is a defense as tough and disciplined as Washington's. Still, the matchup against the Chargers wasn't all doom and gloom. The Raiders put together an impressive 11-minute drive in the second half, converting 5 third downs and moving downfield with precision. For a moment, it felt like the offense had finally clicked, like the gears were turning exactly as they should. But momentum without points doesn't win games. Once again, failure to convert in the red zone turned potential into frustration. Veteran voices inside the locker room know this better than anyone. DJ Glaze's call for patience and sharper execution was echoed by experienced coach Pete Carroll, who stressed that talent isn't the issue, consistency is. "We've seen glimpses of what this team can be," he said, "but glimpses don't win championships. Execution under pressure does. And that's the challenge looming ahead." Washington's defense has been reborn in the final stretch of 2025. They're disciplined, opportunistic, and merciless against teams that hesitate. For the Raiders' offensive line, this is the ultimate test. Hold their ground against relentless pass rushers, protect the quarterback, and open running lanes that create balance. Every play will matter. Every snap will be judged, because against a defense like Washington's, second chances don't exist. For Las Vegas, this game isn't just another matchup on the schedule. It's a measuring stick, a moment to prove whether this offensive line is capable of becoming the foundation of a playoff run, or whether it will remain the weak link that haunts an otherwise promising roster. If adjustments aren't made, Washington won't just exploit the cracks. They'll tear them wide open. With the 2025 season still unfolding, one thing is certain: the Raiders have potential, but potential alone doesn't win games. The offensive line remains a work in progress, and their struggles ripple into the entire offense. Protection for the quarterback has been shaky, the run game hasn't fully clicked, and adaptability under pressure is still missing. Until that foundation stabilizes, every other piece of the offense will continue to feel the weight. And at the center of this conversation is rookie running back Ashton Jeanty. His arrival in Las Vegas was met with huge expectations. After a dominant college career at Boise State, where he bulldozed defenses and looked unstoppable, Jeanty was seen as the spark the Raiders desperately needed in their backfield. Fans expected instant fireworks. Instead, they've been left with questions. In just his second week as a pro, Jeanty's struggles were impossible to ignore. Against the Chargers, he carried the ball 11 times but managed only 43 yards, an average of 2.7 yards per attempt. For a player once known for breaking tackles and turning small gains into highlight runs, this was a humbling reminder that the NFL is a different beast. Defenses are faster, stronger, and more disciplined, and Jeanty is learning that every inch in this league is earned the hard way. Head coach Pete Carroll, however, isn't panicking. He knows rookie transitions are rarely smooth, especially at a position as punishing as running back. Carroll has chosen patience over panic, acknowledging that Jeanty has the tools but needs time. "We're just getting started with him," Carroll said. "He's adapting and he'll get there." His words reflect both confidence and caution. The talent is real, but the adjustment is ongoing. For the Raiders, Jeanty's development is more than just a storyline, it's a necessity. Without a reliable ground game, defenses will key in on the passing attack and expose the offensive line's weaknesses even further. If Jeanty can find his rhythm, the Raiders' offense will gain balance, unpredictability, and explosiveness. If he can't, the pressure on the line and the quarterback will only intensify. This isn't just Jeanty's test, it's a turning point for the Raiders' offense. Can a rookie rise to the moment when his team needs him most, or will the growing pains prove too costly in the unforgiving grind of the NFL? The pressure on Ashton Jeanty is immense, not just because he's a top-rated rookie, but because he represents a key piece of the Raiders' future. In moments like these, focus and mindset are everything. Jeanty knows it, and even with numbers that haven't impressed yet, his attitude remains positive. "I'm still adjusting to the speed of the game," he said. "I know I can do better, and I'll get there." It's true, his stats don't yet reflect his talent. But the hope for Raiders fans is that, given time, Jeanty can translate the explosive runs and agility that made him a star at Boise State into NFL success. Every carry, every practice, and even every mistake is a lesson in adaptation. While averaging only 2.7 yards per carry may seem underwhelming, it doesn't define his potential. The NFL is relentless, and expectations can be suffocating, especially for a player who dominated in college and now has the league watching his every move. Yet Jeanty has shown the mindset of someone who can endure the heat and emerge stronger. This rookie isn't just running the ball, he's learning resilience, patience, and how to elevate his game under pressure. But Jeanty's challenges are also part of a bigger picture. The loss to the Chargers revealed that the Raiders' struggles go beyond one player or one position. Weaknesses in protection, timing, and execution collectively impacted the team, turning what should have been a routine contest into a wake-up call. The Raiders now know that raw talent alone won't win games. Every block, every decision, and every yard matters. This loss isn't just a statistic, it's a lesson. It's a reminder that potential must be honed, mistakes must be corrected, and focus must be unbreakable. For Jeanty and the Raiders, the 2025 season is shaping into a test of character, skill, and adaptation, a challenge that will define not only the rookie's future, but the team's trajectory as a whole. Despite having several chances to take control, the Raiders simply couldn't deliver when it mattered most. Their red zone struggles were glaring. 3 separate trips ended with 0 points. In high-pressure moments, inefficiency became the team's Achilles heel, turning potential game-changing drives into missed opportunities. Quarterback Gino Smith, usually the steady hand guiding the offense, had a rough outing. Key throws went astray, including a critical interception in the red zone that stopped what could have been a decisive drive. For a veteran expected to lead, Smith's struggles under pressure highlighted how fragile the team's execution can be. Coach Pete Carroll didn't mince words after the game. "We have to finish in the red zone. We can't afford to leave points on the scoreboard." His frustration reflected the gap between what the Raiders are capable of and what they actually showed on the field. Turnovers, hesitation, and execution errors kept sabotaging the team's efforts, and every opportunity slipped further away. Meanwhile, the Chargers seized every opening. Justin Herbert, calm and precise under pressure, orchestrated plays like a master conductor. His pinpoint pass to Keenan Allen and a stunning 69-yard connection to Quentin Johnston crushed any hope of a Raiders comeback. Herbert's poise, vision, and timing showcased why he's considered among the league's elite quarterbacks. For the Raiders, the lesson is simple but harsh. Football doesn't forgive missed opportunities. Talent and potential mean nothing if you can't execute when it counts. The Chargers capitalized, the Raiders faltered, and the scoreboard told a story that left no room for excuses. In this league, seizing the moment is everything, and the Raiders have to learn fast if they want to compete at the top. The Chargers set the example, and unfortunately, the Raiders weren't ready to follow it. Now, with the Washington Commanders looming as their next opponent, the pressure has never been higher. There's no room for repetition of past mistakes. The time for regrets is over, and the Raiders know it. Coach Pete Carroll has a clear vision for turning things around. The offensive line must step up, protecting the quarterback and opening lanes for the running game. Ashton Jeanty, who hasn't yet matched expectations, needs to find his rhythm and make an impact on the ground. "We need to improve our running and be more consistent in the trenches," Carroll said. "We can't let another game slip away like this one." His words highlight a pragmatic approach, one that focuses on fundamentals, discipline, and execution. The upcoming clash with Washington won't be easy. Their defense is disciplined, strong, and well-coached, a true test of resilience for the Raiders. Every block, every snap, and every read will be critical. Yet, if the Raiders correct their mistakes, maintain patience, and regain their rhythm, a comeback is still possible. The loss to the Chargers may sting, but it also provides a roadmap. Can the Raiders tighten up the offensive line? Can Jeanty finally showcase the explosive talent he flashed in college? Can Gino Smith reclaim his decisiveness and lead the team effectively under pressure? These are the questions that will define the team's path forward. The 2025 season is far from over, and the Raiders have an opportunity to turn lessons into victories, but only if they act fast and execute flawlessly.